back, and we'll see how it goes this time. Could have just been sheer luck of the draw, who knows. Yeah, it's amazing. I tested this all last night, and I tested this about an hour before, and everything was fine, so. No, it looks like YouTube, I have to reset that every time, don't I? Out of curiosity, get the task manager up here while I'm doing this now. Hey there, Strudel. Should be popping on in a second there. Okay. So we'll go attempt number 2. If it does it again, I think I have an idea of what it may be. I ran 3D tree lots, not the mod. So let's attempt that again. And that was weird because that was first-person combat. Got him that time. Basically, all my novice spells are free, and that's due to the Apprentice Stone. All right. Yeah, seems okay this time. .360 seems to be working fine. I already picked this stuff up on the way up here. So yeah, he'll and I could also change grips of the two-handed weapon too. So that this makes him attack more as a one-handed, and this will allow him to use it as a two-handed. And we could do it in jump, and then we can also, you know. And then his sneak. He's in sneak right now. For those of you that are curious. He's in sneak mode. You can see the little reticle on his skirt there. Let me get on the rock and I'll show you. Okay. So he's just standing there. Now if we go into sneak, that's sneak mode. Not quite as pronounced. Okay. There's Hilgrin's tomb. blue flowers, that's what we need. Alright. So yeah, he's you know, like I said, I do have the cap for him. And we wear it sometimes. But like I said, I didn't go too crazy with it. He's a Nord. You know, Breton was the other option. Right now he's a follower of Kinnereth. But he also has beast form. And Call Raven is 4. So I should be able to call the Raven for free. There's the Raven. And what the Raven does, oh, here, I'll just go. It's a concentration spell. It's from Triumvirate. Where are we? You have to concentrate. It blinds living targets, reduces their weapon skills by 40 points. It's the novice level. So, with the Apprentice Stone, these are all free, but they're concentration spells. So like I could bring him with me. You'll see my Magicka tip off there, but you know he'll follow me around. When you get the Twin Souls, see, and as soon as I let go. I didn't want to go too nuts with them. Let's just put that away. We didn't go to Voltheim Towers yet. Let's do that. It's F5. So if it winds up freezing on me, what I think I'll do is instead of, because I have 3D LODs in, right? But I'm running 62 FPS, which, you know, for having the Eon Beyond, it's, you know, I didn't go overboard with the textures or anything like that. And you'll see him do some animations, and you'll see him. Ooh. We want more Tapanella. Aw. Don't need the pelt.
See? You're gonna have to hand over, say, 200 gold if you want to use our road.
And we're backwind. Yeah, how about you just let me through?
Huh. Tough talk for someone who's about to have their guts spilled.
I don't think so.
You picked a bad time to get lost.
Did I pick a bad time? I think you picked a bad time. Oh, look at that. And then this is Druidcraft. Well, we could harvest her. She's now Purple Mountain Flower. So I'll take that. And let's also search her remains because she has a garnet on her. Some salt pile. I like it. Let's get the Raven back. got all sorts of baddies here. Look at this. I know, I know. Oh, did I mention healing is free because of the Apprentice Stone? Yeah, healing's free. Let's see if they come out here. Have fun getting stuck, boys. Oh boy, that's the chief. Go blind her. She's blinded. Nice. Oh, we're taking pot shots at me from up there. Alright. Oh, it doesn't fit. Okay. Definitely take her ale. See what it turns her into. Potato. Okay. So it turns them into random things. Just FYI. Just take all his stuff. Yeah, we got a warrior. This is all stuff that we can sell. Card. Yeah, that was a raven. So I can have the two-handed in my one hand, and I can still cast magic. And a lot of it's going to be free. As you can see, gravel is free. My magic is not dissipating. It's Druidcraft. Druidcraft is also a novice spell, so that's free. So let's see what it gives us. And you kind of got to look. Jazzbay grapes. Cool. And we got 3 of them. Clean blossoms. And... oh god, I thought the hitboxes on these were bad enough. Awesome. Sorry about the first person. Jazzbay. Okay. So I think Eni did a really fantastic job. His style, basically, he's gonna use shouts as well. Yeah, Wood Elf would make sense. He's also a werewolf. We are using Growl. He's a Nord that uses magic. The Quarterstaff, the only way I was really... oh, that's right, and I can't feed in these guys now, can I? Because I turned them into, turned them into mush, didn't I? Oh, the guy up here was dead. Okay. That's fine. Let's just turn back. Reverse form. Okay. Ooh, garlic. We need garlic. And these should be supply barrels. Take the book. And... hunk of bread. I like it. Let's take some vegetables and a potato and a potion. And another cool thing, and I think I showed Win this last night, So we have 4 of these. And he'll do that in battle as well. And I'll show you another cool thing too. Wind has been privy to this already. So I put classic sprinting in, which means I'll only sprint if I hold it down. But we have to get on a straightaway before I can really show you. So like I said, here's the sneak. This is the sneak animation now for him. So he doesn't get all the way down, and it's not much different, but you won't get detected. You know, it operates the same way. And the jump animation we did fix with Nemesis, except for that, now that he's double jumping. Alright, did it lock up on me? I may have to redo the jump animation. There was a fix I didn't take. I'm gonna have to reinstall it. Not a bad deal. So like I said, little quirks and bugs. I've been testing them since yesterday. He seems to play well so far. Salt, don't need the hot buckler. Skill cloak, we'll take that, and the painting. He's not gonna do anything with archery. I considered it, but so we'll just have to see how it plays. Looks like the bow fell through. Because if the hitbox for the goat wedge is right there, sometimes you can sit down. Now I wonder. Okay. Like I said, we do have quick light as a lantern. So I took out, like I said, I took out the other home mod for Hermit Stump, which I really like too. They were both pretty fitting, I thought. And then you'll see the bubbles from Ras, and you'll notice it on the screen as well. It's F5. So let's try that spell again. This is from Triumvirate. I don't think it's got much of a distance. It's a poison spell. See if we can chase down. Now normally he won't be attacking wildlife. I'm doing this to illustrate a point. Okay, so he's out of stamina. Oh, man. Really wish I had a potion of stamina right now. Out of breath. But must go onward. Little things like that, right? Little things. And the nice little effects, that's the Veil of Nature spell from Forgotten Magic. That's on Okada's Recital. I have a basic Oak Flesh on Okada's Recital, and I have Earthbound Weapon also from Forgotten Magic. So I do need to go into, because they're both in the Druid tree. I will be changing them later. Earthbound's actually about to level up for the first time. And then you know, Seed of Life, maybe. Wild Mushrooms. Like I said, I'm not going to strictly keep it on Triumvirate. As much as I would have liked to just use the spells from Triumvirate with Apocalypse, there's some really cool synergy, and I was in, I'll give a shout out, if you guys don't know who this is, he's a YouTuber, PC Outcast. Some of you guys may know who he is. He's a big follower of Stu and Character Crusade. I don't know if he's in the server. I haven't seen him in there. But I was lucky to catch one of his streams. Was it last night? Last night. He was probably, I think, about 35 minutes in, and he was doing an Argonian Druid, but just using like the Triumvirate spells with Destruction. So, you know, in the live chat we're going over, well, I leveled up. Cool. So the nice thing about the Aetherius race mod, as opposed to Enai's Imperius, is that each race, now the Nords start with 150 health, so that saves me 5 levels. I could pump the first 5 or 6 right into Magicka, but we are going to put some into Stamina as well. We're doing all 3 perks. The nice thing about Alteration with this is if you want to use the Vancian Magic perk, it's great for Druid builds like this, because these concentration spells, you have to keep them up. With Vancian Magic, if you cast it and keep it up, it still counts as just using one spell. Meaning those nice summons, for example, the Snow Leopard, right? The health issue was caused by left-hand rings having a race edit overriding the Aetherius mod wind. Out of nowhere, I just did a check for conflicts in SSE edit. Then that was the last one that touched it. I just put Aetherius below it, and bingo, problem solved. Didn't have to do anything else. So the nice thing about the Druid is if you decide you like, if you're a Vancian mage, if you love this perk and you like playing with that style, it's 100% viable as a Druid, and with a lot of his other stuff from Triumvirate, especially with the Druid, because these conjuration spells like the Raven are concentration cast. But if you continually hold it, and even if like it's like the Snow Leopard, say like a giant clubs your Snow Leopard and it goes away, but you're still holding down whichever hand you have it in, it's going to reappear again, and it's not going to cost you another spell. And obviously you go up to Vancian Tree, you're going to want to get Quadratic immediately, because this is, and you just want to keep pumping points into your base Magicka is all you want to do. Keep pumping points into, for each 10 points of base Magicka, you gain 1 spell, so basically every level you would get another spell to use, etc. I'm not going to be playing him with Vancian. I talked to PC Outcast last night. Like I said, I was just throwing stuff out there. He's a real big fan of Stu, as is everybody. So if you guys haven't seen, I don't have a link yet, but I'll link it in Discord later. I probably should have done that, but YouTube is it's giving me a new interface that I hadn't seen since Elise's profile, so it's changed. I'll have to sort that out. But the way that I'm going to play him is we'll wind up going with Wild Shrines, and I'll get to Intuitive to make my Novice, and then at the second rank here, my Apprentice will cost me nothing. Cost me nothing to cast. So some of these spells, I'll be able to take off the Apprentice Stone that I have on right now, because I started with Unbound Reborn, right? And yeah, Veil of Nature's surrounds the caster with the natural energy that affects nearby enemies, decreasing poison resistance. Well, there's some poison spells, you know, that we use, which helps. We're a follower of Kinnereth for now. That's not going to last. It's nice to have at the beginning, though, because you get a nice speed boost in combat. Spells you cast are either 50% more effective or 50% less effective than intended. The former more likely, meaning that they're more effective. And when it says more likely, it's much, much more likely. But you do run that chance of them being 50% less effective. However, if they're free, and with elemental destruction magic, and I'm going to be sticking with earth magic, so the rock stuff staggers. Perilous Path. Yeah, novice spells cost no magicka, and all other spells cost 15% less. So this helps me overall. Don't ignore the blessing of Rage In. I just took the blessing after I beat up 2 giants. And with Earthbound Weapon on the auto cast, it increases my magic regen by 100%, which is great. And this is the racial that wasn't working that is now working. So, it's a 5. He'll be doing alchemy too. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be crafting several specific potions. We cleared out Goldenrock, actually. Several specific potions to him. One is a destruction in hand. Now I don't have anything affecting alchemy. My alchemy is 100% vanilla. And I kept it that way for a reason. A, so I can, make a little bit of money, and B, the tree, when we do go down it, I'm not going to be spending a lot of perks in alchemy. I'll be taking Mastery. I will probably be taking Physician. I won't be taking Poisoner. Stimulants is a possibility, as is Crimson Haze, because of their movement speed. Right. But I'm not going to be going nuts with it. It may be Advanced Lab just for the extra 25% bonus. As opposed to, having 0 of 5. It's 0 of 2, and they grow as your alchemy level grows. So, and we want all the Blue Mountain Flower we can. But he is going to be a combat fighter. And I hear wolves. There's wolves up here. I heard him. Oh, they're down there. Hey guys. Wow. Let's turn my light on. He did some damage. And that is the only annoying thing. Oh, we turned him into Creep Cluster. Sweet. And these are the new casting animations. I guess Sparkling Blossom. Glowing mushrooms. And they kind of linger too, I like it. Like I said, Ina did a fantastic job. I can't say enough about what he does. Welcome back, Mr. B. In the meantime of writing out part of the character story, so I know I leveled, I do have a perk here. And I should probably put it into restoration, but we are going to put this into two-handed. For right now. And then I know that one of my forgotten magic spells, I think it's Earthbound Weapon. Earthbound Weapon, I believe, leveled up. Yes, it did. Okay. Revitalize. Revitalize. Increases stamina regen by 100%. Nice. Increases alteration spell duration by 100%. Also nice. Increases druid's spell damage by 25. So if I was using, you know, healing touch, seed of life, wild mushroom. Wild mushroom's one I'm probably going to use. I know Wind used this with Wind. I think it was it Airy? I think I remember Airy using it maybe, or maybe it was Saphira, but I remember it being back on Solstheim, or maybe I'm just crazy and I'm thinking of weird stuff. It's a high magicka cost spell, but it's conjuration, and it does poison damage. It's a possibility later with this creature. I remember you using Wolf Pack with Airy. I won't be using the Wolf Pack with this character, and yes, Veil of Nature is definitely gonna. Let's go back here. Let's go back. Nature. Oh yeah, Nature's Wrath here. Let's take a look. Natural Fusion. Earthbound Weapon increases healing received from spells by 25%. Raised in Nature. Earthbound Weapon increases physical damage by 25% while outdoors. We're going to be spending the majority of our time outdoors. That's an extra 25 boost to my attack damage. That's fantastic. While it's active. While it's active. Fortitude. Earthbound Fortitude. Weapon increases your health by 25% of your current health. This means, obviously, as your health increases, this is also going to increase. Earthbound Weapon paralyzes the target for 3 seconds, consuming Vile Spore effect. Vile Spores, I believe, is from a different spell. It could be Seed of Life. Amplifies damage over time effect, causing poison damage for 8 seconds. So you can see how this does this. This is why I love Forgotten Magic. Plaguebringer. Earthbound Weapon deals extra disease damage to the target on each hit. Poison Bite. Earthbound Weapon poisons the target on each hit. And Wild Growth. Whenever you get hit while your health is at or below 70%, it applies Healing Touch to you with a 30-second cooldown. I mean, this is a tough call. I can take 5 of these. You got 10 to choose from. You can pick 5. So let me see here. What do I want? I might go with Wild Growth. Or Poison Bite, I'm sorry. What's Wild Growth again? Yeah, Poison Bite. So, because we have Veil of Nature active, they're already less resistant to poison. This will cause poison on each hit. So we'll take this one. And I'll show you how this works. I know it's nighttime. It did save. Let me lay the trap down for this bastard. Coming? Yeah. I'm daring. Whew, out of stamina. Maybe I should have taken the stamina one. Alright. I still hear wolves. What's he have? Hunting knife. Do I need a hunting knife? I don't think I do. Let's turn him into something. Ooh, mushrooms. Blisterwort. Can we turn the skeletons? I'm curious. I think you can. Oh, that's awesome. Dragon's tongue. Sweet. Where's the other one? There's usually another one around here. Blue mountain flower. Is that guy still around? I don't know. Okay. Maybe not. Let's call the raven back out. 'Cause I think you guys like the raven. You gonna blind him? Blind him, raven. See how he's poisoned? Awesome. Let's bring the raven back out. The raven's just badass. What can you do? You get the snakes. Blind him, raven. Actually, what difficulty am I on? I'm an expert. Alright, let's stay on expert for right now. I don't want to get ahead of myself. What do I have on 8? Oh, Spirit of the Oak. So Spirit of the Oak is pretty cool. What that does, where is it? Spirit of the Oak grants caster and living allies 10 points of health for 60 seconds. This could be something to put on the auto cast too. So every time you go into combat, since it's a self-cast spell, you know, that way if I have followers, so, you know, not to spoil things, yes, he's gonna have followers eventually. But this increases. The points of health increase because I think it starts at 20, but this is a novice spell too. This doesn't cost me anything. I think that's the only other thing. What else do I have? Let's go to my favorites here. So my quarterstaff is always 1. My melee weapon, this is how I set things up on my keypad. So 1 is usually my melee, regardless of what I have. Staff of Mage Light, I will use this. This is locked into that position in All Geared Up. It's going to be visible all the time. I gave it to him right from the beginning of the game. He would have something like that. It's an alteration staff. He's a Nord, but he's a mage. He's kind of a squishy combat battle mage. There's really no way to say it. Adding in the two-handed and using the quarterstaffs, I took a page out of Wind's book with that. So thank you, Wind. I liked watching your series so much when you were using the quarterstaffs that I decided to make it a part of this. But using For's New Idol, you can't put a two-handed weapon in one hand, as far as I know. Which is why I switched over to Nemesis and CGO. Because now I can use my two-handed weapon in one hand while I'm still casting magic. So I think it's going to make this guy pretty viable. He does have Long Stride. I believe Long Stride is also a novice alteration spell, right? Yeah, novice, so this is not going to cost me anything. It's going to buff my movement speed. And, I can cast this indefinitely. I can sprint around. Oh boy. Hold on. I have to pick this moth. So look at this. Hey, there's Whiterun. I'm just going this way. Hi guys.
You there, citizen. This area is off limits.
It's off limits.
You're interfering with Imperial business.
What's up, Thomas?
Yeah, so you'll have to pay.
Welcome,
us
welcome.
fine. Say 100 gold. Pay up, citizen.
100 gold. Yeah, I'm just a poor traveler. Afraid I don't have any gold to spare there, bud.
Fine. If you can't pay with coin,
Oh
you'll
boy.
pay with your life.
I had the feeling he was gonna say that.
I'll fight.
Oh boy, they do damage. And there's mages. Alright. We need to heal. Healing is free. Healing is free. I'd like to get the best of you. This guy might one-shot me. I gotta take that mage out first. Oh, they're all there. Okay. Oh, he got me. Damn two-handers. Death number 1. Good thing I saved. Alright, so the Raven from Triumvirate, like I said, he is free to cast. I don't have, like I said, I don't have all the spells loaded up. I just have the novice stuff. I didn't even give myself any apprentice stuff.
You there, citizen.
We'll make an attempt again.
This area is off limits.
Yep, that's
You're
one.
interfering with the
Win taking Loki's spot.
Yeah, so
Making
you'll
the
have
count.
to pay us a fine.
Yeah. You can have it if you could take it
If
from
you
me.
insist.
I do
Come on.
insist. Let's go. And we're casting gravel for free, by the way. We're dual casting it. Now this guy will one-shot me. But let's see if we can blind him with the Raven. Get him, Raven. Blind him. Got him. And a level up. Turn my light on. Alright. So let's turn him into fun things that we can collect. Ah. Scaly full Yoda. Where'd his body go? Alright, let's search these guys first. Alright, Warhammer. And dagger, bow. He shouldn't be having this. Turn you into some creep cluster and you into some red mountain flower. And there's some more red mountain flower. Cool. So that's kind of the the way that I'm gonna play him. He's I don't want to say he's all about deception. Utility. This is Perilous Path from Apocalypse. Now that is gonna cost me. I did level up too, didn't I? All right, let's put a point into stamina here. And I don't think I really have much of anything else. Like I said, with the Aetherius race mod, you're really gimped when it comes to your starting stats. I'm the exact opposite. A Nord would not have magic stats, but that's okay. You know, like I said, not really an issue. We are going to go into speech. We are going to go into alchemy. No sneak. I really could go two-handed again, couldn't I? Do I have anything else that's close? No, I do not. Let's put a point into speech. And basically how it's going to work is I'm going to lay traps like this. I mean, Perilous Path doesn't cost a lot. It doesn't last too long, but it staggers. And then what I'll do is I'll either double switch over to something like Gravel from Elemental Destruction. You can see this is costing me nothing to cast because of the Apprentice Stone, right? Or because I've got Nemesis, I can, you know, go two-handed. I can switch my grip up. I can use it one-handed. I can two-handed. two-handed and cast and strike at the same time. But we're going to be causing confusion. We'll have the Raven, we'll have the rest of them come up. Actually, so call Rattlesnake. I know Enai changed this with the last update. I didn't get to check to see if it's been updated again. The blinding works really well, Thomas. We'll get into... I think there's another one up here soon. Let me just switch over. Do I have the... 1, 2... Alright, so that's the Raven. Because it's... Now here's the thing. Because it's a concentration spell, it's meant to work with his mods. Like I said in the stream last night, Enai does things for a reason. He's very, very calculated with the mods. So, if you're running his mod setup, you know, a lot of people do, Enai Rim. With Andromeda, turns the Apprentice Stone, which is what I started my character off with Unbound. Novice spells cost nothing. Magicka, for all other spells, schools are 15% less, but it does have the downside that it may potentially be 50% less effective, but it's got a really, really high chance of being 50% more effective. That's the nice thing about it. Along with the other perks from Ordinator. But yeah, let's see if there should be like a skeever. Actually, we can go up here. We can go up to the bandits. Let me turn my light off real quick. I don't know how you guys... Can you see it okay? Let me just check my settings here. Turn the voice up. Music up. Display. Yeah, brightness is right. Okay. I'll keep the light on just for this. So you'll actually get an effect around the NPC that's being targeted. So you'll see the Raven go up top there. She killed it. So see how she's affected? She's blinded. And because of my forgotten magic, he took poison damage and died. Now I'm on expert, right? Ring of Furious Flames. Okay. I don't think I have a ring. I didn't give myself a necklace or a ring. Didn't think about it. Okay. Let's see, what is here? Garlic, we want garlic. And we'll take the leeks. Scroll of Word, wow, it's expensive. The Hand of Fate chooses a random nearby target. It takes 20% of its current health for each nearby target is temporary damage that wears off after 30 seconds. We could sell it. And then, what we got? Foot wraps, straw, empty wine bottle. Oh, empty. What's in this one? Material goods, clay glass, and a book. Iron mace, I do not need. What about these, Mr. B? What'd you get? Ooh, you gave me butter. Jug of milk. Some whiskey. I'll take the saxiflower too. Awesome. How about this one? Garlic and a hag raven claw. Sweet. I think there was one up here. Maybe one or two up here. Yep. How about this weathered crate? Book. Steel mace. I don't really need it. Glass iron fittings. Septums, I like septums. Torch bug abdomen. Very cool. You guys didn't think I'd forget about my werewolf form, did you? Of course not. He is a werewolf. So... Where'd the other guy go? We killed them both up here, I think. I passed him, yeah. I should have enough for the first perk, right? No, almost. Is there a little skeever or anything down here to kill? If not, yeah, we're transforming back. Oh boy, okay. Let's turn my light on. Oh, there he is, little bastard. Blocked it. Eat it. Wow, he actually did some damage. Turn you into goo. Red mountain flower, we have enough of them. So what else am I curious about here? Textures for ores and ore veins. I'm using a different mod. Now normally I would run CCs. I'm gonna go into first person here because I believe there's some ore veins up this way. Let me save right here real quick. Actually, I think there's some over here. Yeah, we could use the wheat anyway. I swapped over to, what's it called? Metallurgy. I think that's how that's pronounced. I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong. There's some up here. And that just means my beast form's ready again. It's the only downside with the new jump animation. Okay. It doesn't quite glow as much as I thought, but you can definitely still see it. I mean, and that makes sense too. I like them both. I actually like CC's or veins better. But I like Metallurgy's ingots better. That makes sense. So let's get parasitic growth out. Because this does poison. Oh, they already killed the giant. Okay, whatever.
Well, that's taken care of. No thanks to you.
Didn't look like you needed my help.
Certainly not. But a true warrior would have relished the
Metallurgy.
That's why
Thank you, Strudel. I knew you would know. Also, hi, Strudel. Welcome back.
An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough.
Yeah, it is pretty dark. Yeah, I'm gonna be keeping the
Not for me to say.
the lantern
You'll
on.
have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
Good luck, huh? See you.
A lot on the wind today.
So like I said,
Good
I'm running the
heart,
diversity NPC overhaul. You guys know I usually stick with that all the time.
Until next
It's
time.
pretty easy. There's Farkas.
You look strong. Come to Jorvaskar and be a companion.
They all look pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Rhea? That's the other thing I have to check for is blackface. And this is Skyby Roads that's doing
Fight
that.
with us and you'll have stories to tell. Come up to your Vaster,
So you could see how,
if you're
wow,
worth anything in a
my mouse,
fight.
sorry about that guys. So you could see, obviously not models, but they're miles better than vanilla, and it's pretty easy, it's just one file. And I like it, I've been running it pretty much non-stop. I like Wicco as well.
Lie easier, it's true. A jester, funny suit and all. Just north by the Lauria's farm. Fool had a coffin in a cart with a broken wheel. I'd like to see him laugh his
And
way
you
out
can
of
see
that.
what's going on here. Amidian born.
Well, sounds like you've had quite the journey, Uthka. But you were gone longer than usual. I got to thinking
Sorry
maybe
about
you
that.
weren't coming back.
You sound like my ma. Figured I was lying dead in the field somewhere. Is that it?
She's apparently doing the
Did
moonwalk.
cross my mind, yeah. War brewing, talk of a riot in Helgen, that out jesters. Skyrim's gone mad, girl.
It's because I pushed her out of the way.
Careful out there.
Careful.
Khajiit.
Thanks.
Good thing they're here. Can get some better prices.
Be on your best behavior. Khajiit are few, but their will is strong.
Ah, interesting NPCs, I think.
Wolves protect you.
There's Loken. Ooh,
Well, hello.
alright, you don't want to sell me anything. Kyla is the sneak trainer. I forget the orc's name, but he's one of their guards. Mirandu Joe and Rasad.
Khajiit welcomes you, and also your coin.
I'm sure you do. Wait for you to get up there, buddy. Alright. So you could see, like, diversity adds everything, and this is why, you know, you don't run a beard mod, a hair mod. Skin, I think, is okay. I'm not 100% sure,
Take a look.
but I like it. It's easy. Let's see. I don't need. So I started my character off with a two-handed. It obviously doesn't give you quarterstaff, so I started with the warhammer. So we're gonna sell it, sell it, sell it, sell. Hold on to the pickaxe. Sell that. Hold on to the woodcutter's axe. He'll buy this. He has a lot of money. This is what I started with, the plain robes, and the embroidered mage hood. Steel boots we don't need. And you'll buy some of these, right? Although he's going to give me a crappy deal on this. I have a lot of food. Holy hell. I'll just sell it to him anyway, he's got. Got him down to 7. Awesome. So I have 2,000 gold. Nice. Let's filter by type. Necklace of, like, I need more resist frost. He does have that moon sugar. Manual of Spellcraft, huh? Interesting. What else do I need? I need lockpicks. He's always got lockpicks. Take 10 of them. And we'll take a cooking pot. And I probably shouldn't have sold those pelts, should I? Damn it. Alright. Because I have to craft myself a tent. I have, Mr. B, I have your campsite add-on with campsite mod going. Focus would look good. Oh my god, anything. Yeah, well, you know.
Do you seek to make a purchase?
No, I seek to get the hell in Whiterun. And there should be some nice mushrooms over here for me to pick. Some imp stool. Definitely want the imp stool. There should be some more back here. Like I said, we're going to be doing some alchemy with him. So. Hit boxes, where are you? Well, she just can't get these. I could have sworn I... Ah, you know what, whatever. We have enough. We have enough. Maybe some more lavender, right? Can never have enough lavender.
How can I help you?
Alright. Let's see what you're giving me here, Mr. B. Inside these battered barrels, sacks. Silver ingot, nice. I'll take the crafting feathers too. Is that one back there empty? Looks like it. Okay. Empty. How about this crate? Ah, leather. And some trash. Okay. Much leather don't need. Just because I like that book and I like Argonians are my favorite race. We'll take it. How about this barrel? More septums. And some statics I can't touch. So let's F5. This is my first time seeing Whiterun in its finished state. I did not install the sewers. No, I did not, Wind. I left it out this time. I didn't think he'd have a reason to really go there, and to be honest, most of my playthroughs, even with the lease, I never went down there.
Everything's all right.
And if you guys are wondering, the guard armor, it's called Town Guards. You could thank Mr. B for turning me onto this. I used to run Guards Armor Replacer pretty much all the time, and I saw this, I tried this. It is highly detailed, it's a very small file.
Hey, hands off.
I know. Now I am using Sigil's shields, so that is overriding it. But I love this mod. Fell in love with this mod. All you need to do is find one. I don't know if there's a file in there to give them sleeves. Maybe there is. I don't know. I don't think so. That's all it really needs. Oh crap! No. Out of town. Get out of town. Out of town. Shit. Wrong time. It's the downside. I'm dead. I'm so 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 dead. Come on. I know. Fuck. I can't go into Whiterun now. That's great. Let's just go over here. Son of a bitch. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. I added your highness. This druid's gonna be a smoker. Let's go into the plains. Wow, they pick like the right music for the right situation. Jeez. Taking all that poison damage. Oh shit, there's another one. I saved right outside Whiterun. Nice bird's eye view. Oh shit, I should have taken a picture. Oh. The retexture is nice. If you guys were wondering about my graphical setup, let me not go in here first, because I'd like to actually show you guys Whiterun. I'm running Skyrim HD. It's by Luxor. It's a big file. It's in 3 parts, and it's got some prerequisites that you need to install. Blended roads being one, realistic aspens, or if you have a mod with realistic aspens in it, that's okay too. Realistic water 2. I know a lot of people switch between that, Cathedral, and just a water like retexture. But Realistic Water 2 is a requirement, as is... what is the other one? Static Mesh. I can't think, but if you go to the mod page, you'll see it. I don't have anything in particular that overhauls the cities specifically, meaning like I'm not using Skyland Whiterun or like anybody else's Whiterun on top of it. It's literally what you're seeing for the most part is all of Luxor's textures. I have separate things for dungeons and caves and forts, but for the cities themselves, it's just JKs, what you get with JKs, and Luxor's texture pack. I kind of view his work with that mod as similar to Skyrim Realistic Overhaul, where it covers literally everything. Slightly heavier than Noble, and I don't know if you guys can see my FPS, but I have my FPS capped at 62. I have 510 mods, and I stuck with mostly 2K or less. So I didn't go crazy with my graphic setup. Is he not going to turn now? Or is he's going to turn as soon as I walk inside? I know that's what's going to happen, right? So I pretty much stuck with 2K textures. But if you could put out the 4K or higher, go for it. If your machine won't run it, don't.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow
This is why I
that
like
stubborn
diversity.
pride of yours and ask Norland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner get my
Out of the way. Let's just let's hide here. He's gonna hear me howl. What's up, Mad King? What's going on? Yes, I am. Thank you for the UI. Oh, the UI is paper. Let me revert. I have to wait for the cooldown. I can also turn my quick light on. Surprise, surprise. Apparently werewolves can do that. Son of a bitch, I shouldn't have done that. As I'm showing it off. Come on, let me revert, just so I can go to jail and deal with it. Alright. Oh yeah, when you revert at night, it turns you twice. Son of a bitch. Well, let me just hide here until the cooldown goes again, and then I'll turn back. Because I don't want to kill anybody. like I said, part of this is just a test, and then part of it. But we'll get to daytime. All right. Are we good? I know you will. All right, let's go turn ourselves in. Did you see that?
Skyrim. What is it this time?
Oh, he let me go. Okay. I think. Idle you cool? Alright, he's cool. What I'll do, let's go get some sleep. So yeah, like I said, it's 2K textures or less. The only thing that is a higher texture resolution either comes from Luxor's all-in-one pack, Skyrim HD. But even for my mountains, I'm using Gamwich Rustic Mountains. It's a 85 megabyte file, and it looks fantastic. Like I said, I didn't want to go crazy. I personally don't see the need, unless you're doing a sky texture or mountains. You really don't need anything higher than that.
Oh, right then. Now, there once was a hero named.
Oh yeah, we have to go wake her up, don't we?
What is it?
I know, that just means let's put prey on just so we don't kill everybody. Where are you, Hulda? Wake up.
I'm telling you, I heard it. Howling. Those werewolf tales are true.
Nah, somebody's pulling your chain there. You're not true. I need a room, by the way.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
This is true, Thomas. I did not think about that. Can you fill my water, by the way?
Of course.
Awesome.
I'll show you to your room. Right
I'm pretty sure I know where it's at. Let's see if we can cook anything, and then we'll get some sleep. Ale braised beef. 12% faster for 600 seconds. Stamina regenerates, provides... Wow! I don't have anything like Frostfall, Frostbite, or anything, but that's kind of cool. Mr. B, I'm assuming that's your work? Magic of food and drink? Yeah, definitely make a bunch of those. I like my soups. Alright, now we're good. So yeah, if you guys notice the HUD, everything is paper. Let me get up to the room and I'll kind of go over what else I did with the setup of this guy. You'll notice my UI is all paper, even up at the top. I'm using the Paper HUD mod combined with Sky HUD, A Matter of Time. I do not have the widget mod installed, although you can if you want to change things around. Immersive HUD, and I'll bring up the console so you can see. So up in here, A Matter of Time will actually now display like this, and I like having, this is a book, by the way. This will take the place of the Astrolabe, or Astrolabe, that A Matter of Time gives, unless you change the icon, right? Your health, magic, and stamina appears here, and it gives you the day and the date, okay? Pretty simple. Compass stays up here, your sneak stays on the bottom. All the rest of your UI stuff is here. For me, I need will appear vertically right here at the bottom. My active effects are by Alsopa. They will appear here. And what I did is I combined. So I took this from the Sky UI Adventure mod. Because it has a foam mod, it lets you install certain things but not other things. But I had to hide a couple files. Mostly for the red cursor, because I'm mixing Dear Diary with that mod, and I'm also using More HUD Inventory Edition, which the Sky UI Adventure theme mod still is not compatible with. So you just got to make sure you know which files to go in and hide. If you guys are curious as to how I went about doing it, I could do a small write-up to show you, because personally I like the look of the paper UI and the paper HUD mixed together. If anybody else was curious about it too, and I'll put that out, and I'll put that in the Discord. And I also grabbed this from, and you can see how the stars kind of align. So I grabbed this one from the adventure theme as well, right, for the level up screen. This is my favorite part here. I'm sorry, it's just really cool to see it when you go in your magic menu. The scroll opens. I love it. Kept everything basic. The Celtic signs from Skyrim, I didn't go crazy. They're not animated. They're not in different colors. Kept it pretty simple. What else? The map is paper. I did the paper map. There are 3 mods needed to get your map markers not to float around, or I should say not float around as much. Added mods in sometimes will still float. Looks like the altar's moving, but it's really not. One of my favorites, and you have 2 different versions when you install the paper map. I always choose texture 2. This is what this is here. There's texture 1 and texture 2. Texture 1 is more Oblivion style. Texture 2 still retains the Skyrim style. It's a little more detailed. You know, it's a matter of personal taste at that point. You need the flat map markers and Warburg's mesh fix in that order, and put it to the very bottom in your right pane in mod organizer, or if you're using Vortex, just make sure it loads last in priority. Otherwise your markers will float and your mountains will look like they're leaning left and right. It's kind of funny. Let me get some sleep and I'll show you the town. I know I'm sitting here talking my head off. Yeah, let me just turn my light off. 8 o'clock.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
I'm a bit thirsty, but I should have some water now, right? Where's my food? I'm hydrated. And a jug of milk. Let's have some mammoth cheese. Just eat cheese and a hunk of bread. And some meat. Cool.
If it's work you need, how about Of course.
I can see if I could buy another water skin from her.
Take a look.
Do you have one? Please have one. You do not have one. That's okay. Bellathor probably has one.
Need anything else? Just
Or I could just craft one.
Need something?
So yeah, these are Luxor's textures. I fell in love with them. Absolutely fell in love with them. The lighting, like I said, the lighting is very, very ambient. I'm running Cathedral Weathers. ELFX, I do have the enhancer installed for this. I tried it without the enhancer. It was way too bright. I tried it with the enhancer. I realized how much I liked it. Kept it in. I know it's going to be a little bit dark, but we do have our light for that. So if it flickers a little bit, I'm sorry. It's just light sources with the LFX. Can I fill a water skin at the river? Yes, I can. I should be able to. So if you guys remember, Luxor's HD Red Roofs come in his pack. I always loved it in Whiterun, especially with the contrast of colors. I have Rally's All the Things, which is a freaking fantastic mod, right? I did not take the Market Stall in City Roofs for that reason, because I wanted Luxor's Red Roofs. I want to be able to see these red roofs at a distance. They're one of my favorite touches. I have WizKid signs. All the flora is art by Mari. So I guess if I'm doing like mod author shoutouts, Mari's flora stuff, in my opinion, is it's my favorite. I know everybody's got their favorites, what they like to use. And I chose the Burgundy Nightshade. But you could see the, I mean, here, let me turn that on. I mean, you could just see the detail on that, right? I mean, it's crazy. Should be able to, yeah, drink at the well. Cool.
Fresh baked loaves. Still warm from the oven.
Close up the stand early today, Mom?
I don't want to look at the scene. El Sopa's Gildergreen, the carved version. It's a special tree. It should look special.
I'm surprised you had the wits to notice all this. What with your nose buried so far up the Emperor's backside, you won't be laughing when the Thalmor come to root out Stormcloak's sympathizers.
Well, I've never heard this.
I've already put in a claim to the land and property you'll forfeit when you're found to be a collaborator. I'll remember that when the Stormcloaks liberate the city. No amount of money will protect you then, Battleborn.
That was awesome. I don't think I've ever heard that. I've played this game like almost 22,000 hours. I don't think I've ever heard that conversation. Holy hell. Okay, anyway, sorry. Farmhouse Wood, and farmhouses in general, is Ars Farmhouse. It's my personal favorite. So it is overwriting Luxor's textures, so that's what you're seeing here. And Shadow Marks by Mist Valkyr. Or Ennead. Same mod author, it's Mist. I took the 1K version usually. I usually take the 2K, and I can't pronounce the name of it. I just chose the 1K this time. But they look great. They're very fitting. I'm trying to think of what else. Stoning statues. And I have a mix of red ivy in my game, which I think looks absolutely great. There's a lot of green already in this game. So why not make the ivy red? I didn't think I was gonna like it. I really do. What's up, Farkas? Just hanging out? Oh, he's watching the ladies train. He's a smart man. Alright. Don't mind me. We'll be training soon enough. What's up, Conan? Did we sell everything we needed to sell? I think I did. Except for the robes and, you know, my cap. Let's see how the scale cloak looks on him. Oh no, his stuff is jutting through. It actually wouldn't be that bad of a look if it wasn't for the back piece. That's definitely not a good look for him. Let's take those two off. Yeah, if it wasn't for that mammoth skull jutting out the back. Iconics Hay, the first file, I think it's like a darker version. There's a LE version for the mammoth and dragon bones and skulls that I'm using. And you can search, they're searchable, so I can get a tusk from them. Even the ones you find out in the wilds. Alright, come on. Gotta get used to that jump animation. Sometimes it glitches on me, sometimes it doesn't. I just, you know, like I said, I've learned to live with it. So, this is why I put the enhancer in. Now I don't have, if you're curious about the lighting, like I said, ELFX, I'm running Cathedral Weathers and the Rudy ENB for it. Right. I didn't go all crazy in Dragon's Reach. I know there's a lot of really nice interior mods that especially spruce the place up. You're literally looking at Luxor's textures. That's it. Like I said, this one texture pack I fell in love with. And once I picked it up, it was really hard for me to put it down. It blows Noble out of the water, in my opinion. I know people use Noble as a base and overwrite. I do too. Man, good song for coming in here too, you know. This is my game music, by the way. I'm not playing anything over it. Yeah, look, Fardagar's got his light going on. The multi-parallax soul gems. I have that with the gist patch. Genuinely intelligent soul gem trap. I'm running Legacy, obviously, if you couldn't tell. And Gamwitch's textures for nearly everything. Do I have anything to disenchant? No, I don't think so. Rusted clothing. The LE map mod. Single file, but there's a bunch of these around the game.
Our provisions are running dangerously low. Our
And I know I'm in
stores of
first
meat,
person,
wine,
and
grain are all but depleted.
I'm just trying to show
Purchase more supplies,
everything
then.
off.
That's your job as steward, isn't it? Why you trouble me with these
Yeah,
details?
thank you, Strudel. You know, the Red Ivy, I was really on the fence
Since
about it.
Ulfric Stormcloak's uprising, the cost of goods has doubled. I'll need more coin if I'm to provision us properly.
Let's see if I can get a...
Our coffers are nearly empty. I can scarcely afford to pay the guards. We need every one of them in these troubled times. You'll have to make do with what we have, Proventus. Yes, my lord.
Just Emperor's HD for the fire. Ultimate HD fire. Normally I run Inferno. I don't know why I didn't add it. Excuse me. I usually do. I love the Inferno mod and Arctic. I kept them out this time for some reason, and for some reason I feel like this works. This was on an old setup that I had a while ago. And when I came in here and I came to take a look, it's nice and cozy, it's warm.
Yes.
Obviously, where there's more lighting, there is going to be more lighting. Makes sense. It's actually kind of bright. Yeah, you got the flicker. Maybe I do have something out of place. Ah, well. I'm okay with it. I can live with it. You know? So, let's see here. Let me do this because I'm going to make a hard save here. I'll toggle all the map markers on. Just to kind of bounce around to show you guys. When I wind up starting for real, like I said, this is kind of a test. I want to go through a couple different places. Let's go over to Markarth. We'll go to... let's go to the stables. Oh, hold on. Markarth stables, yes. Because you know, my love for the Reach. That's why I was conflicted about playing Norder Breton. For trees, I am running Enhanced Vanilla Trees. I am running Reach Tree Replacer. Bent Pines. Is he tired? No. He was doing some stretching. I don't know, he was doing some cardio. I've got replacers for things like the junipers. I do not have anything that's retexturing Mark Hearth aside from Luxors. So. Let's prepare. Oh, and Glorious Doors. I did add Glorious Doors in. And then we'll get into some combat. I know you guys are probably itching to see some combat. I just want to get him.
Stop right there.
Oh, did I? Ah, yeah. All right.
Smart man.
Okay. Yeah, sort of my time. Okay.
You just talk back to me? I'm not paid to listen. I'm paid to keep you working. Now work.
Careful of the molten metal. Gets on you. Kiss your fingers goodbye. I know what I'm doing. Stop telling me.
This is just from JK's. I think you guys have seen this before. You know what it does. Where am I going? Am I going up by the guards? No, I'm going this way. I just want to kind of look at the keep for a second here. Yep. Alright, let's go do some battle.
Gods.
Ah. Yeah. Sorry, I must have missed it.
You don't have to say something. I think you dropped this. Some kind of note.
Honey! Sweetener. Sweet. Let's get some food in this. If we're gonna fight, let's get some soups, right? And then I'll kind of go over a little bit more of the playstyle. Let's see. I don't want to give away too much. That's why I'm using like the lower tier spells. So for when I actually finish writing his story, like I said, it's coming this week. We'll be starting him. So what I'll be doing is I'll be going back to a save that I have at my house. The Hermit Stump. And even at night, this is why I love the Reach. The backpack is from Mage Backpacks, So I only gave it, well, not only. I gave it plus 150 carry weight. Because I don't believe I'm going to be wearing anything else. Let's get ready. So basically, we're going to try and trap them and confuse the shit out of them. So, let us get his attention. I think I've already done that. Are you coming this way? Come on. That's the mage. Ah, boy. I am. You're dead. What about you? Oh, you got stuck and poisoned. And you're down. That one's an archer. Go, Raven. See how Raven's blinding him? There we go. Beautiful. And then we turn them into nice little pretties. What do we get here? Tundra cotton. Awesome. So, as far as spells, like I said, with Anokado's Recital, I have the Veil of Nature from Forgotten Magic. It surrounds me for 65 seconds, lowering their poison resistance. I do have some poison spells. Like I said, Wild Mushrooms going to be in there as well. At some point, it's a Conjuration spell that deals damage. Ironically enough, it conjures a mushroom that periodically just emanates blasts in a radius. It's actually pretty cool. It's a fickle spell, but it'll take advantage of Veil of Nature. Oak Flesh I have on the cast. I'm wearing cloth, not light armor, in case anybody was wondering, so I am going to be taking the Mage Armor perks. He started with Long Stride just to move faster. It doesn't cost me anything because of the Apprentice Stone. It's great. And we have Earthbound Weapon as my third right now on Okado's Recital. So for the first 131 seconds it's up to now, my magic regenerates 100% faster. That's it. And then these will get perked up in the MCM menu. Druid Craft is the spell that lets me turn them into plants when they're dead. I started with Clairvoyance because I'm using for Skyrim Unbound Reborn. I figured if I'm going to use Illusion, Clairvoyance would be nice to have. I might use it, I might not use it. And we have Elemental Destruction Magic. We're going to be focusing on Earth. And maybe a little bit of water. So when you go into the tree, it's the fire path. As you can see here, fire and earth spells and effects. Fire spells reduce the resistance. Earth damage makes targets much more vulnerable to physical damage if their health is low. Great, because I've got a big two-handed quarterstaff. Awesome. I have to read what Conflagration, Flash Fire, the rest of them do, because I believe some of them don't have, like, the patches there, but, you know. Using Earth creates a damaging ash explosion. This can only occur once. Earth spells slow the target. Even better. That's kind of the whole point of what I'm doing, right? World in Flames, and I never use fire magic, so you know. like I said, I'll have to figure out what most of these do. I'm probably not going to go fully up this tree, but fire, earth, or fire and earth, frost and water, shock and wind. So we'll eventually take Robe of the Magi at 50 to make my destruction spells 30% more powerful. I'll take dual casting at some point, Force of Nature, and maybe War of the Elements. Destruction's going to level slowly. We are going to spec into Restoration. Restoration's going to be another big one. Probably go straight up. Just grab Descending Light. I'll grab Spirit Tutors because that puts two, pilgrims that permanently buff your Restoration when you find them. I'll probably grab something like Warrior's Flame, Hallowed Burial. Other than that, I'm not going to go over to the left side at all. I know the poison stuff is over here because I play Necromancers all the time. These would definitely be useful, but he's not about poisoning. He's really about alteration. Alteration's the big tree. We're pretty much going to take everything. I'll go Wild Shrines, Intuitive Magic, Well-Ox Storm, and Arcana. Like I said, if I was going to play Vancian, Vancian's totally viable. Quadratic Wizard. You're going to want to have enough to where you kind of take Vancian and Quadratic when you hit 50. If you can manage it, or take it around 40. Take Vancian around skill level 40. You could take it as early as 30, but sometimes this gap, this 20 spells, and because I'm not going to be speccing into just Magicka, I'm not going with Vancian with this character, but 3 ranks of Mage Armor, Energy Shield, Distorted Shape, Geomancer. Yep, taking that. Alter Self-Resist. This is one of my favorites. So we're in Nord, 50% resistant. I'll probably take Fire and Shock. I don't have to worry about disease. I'm a werewolf, so you know, stuff like that. It gets to be a really interesting build. Normally this would be a crafting character, but I'm not going to be doing any smithing or enchant. I may do some enchanting. I don't think I'll be perking it. I have the Hone Metal mod installed for that. And no blocking, just he's going to be doing straight two-handed damage. No sneak. My sneak skill is going to suck. And speech, he's going to use shouts. So we'll go up this tree right here. Windborn, Force Redoubled, Hurricane Force, Thume of War, Merciless Storm, and Dova Zulan. As well as the second rank in Mastery. I'll probably... Nah. Speak with Animals. We'll grab this. To tame them. I could have one wild companion. We are going to have a wild companion. And not from this perk. Some of you may know who that is. He is installed. Actually, let's go test and see. Let's see how he's doing. Hi, chicken. Let's go see how he's doing. I haven't seen him yet. And I have Nethers installed. So this is a good chance to see if Orion's in place. Or if Orion's bugged. Oh, you little bastards. That's a bunch of them. Alright. Alright, let me just take care of the needs here. Cool. Grab some snow bears over here. Let me have 5 just in case. That's not anything that you're seeing on the screen.
Take this and hold on to it.
Oh my
I'll
god.
be back for it later. I'll pay you good. Don't lose it.
That's RASS at work. It's the water effect on the quote-unquote camera.
No time to talk.
I put it at
Sneak or
subtle,
double
so it's
cross me
not,
and I'll kill you.
gonna
I
be
mean
annoying.
it.
Alright, fine. Yeah, sneak off. I'm gonna sneak off this way. Oops. Okay. You can see the frost effect coming off him too. It's pretty cool. He's a pretty hardy Nord, he can take it. There he is. Hi, 6. Who's a good boy? Don't put him in nethers. You can trade with them. For those of you who don't know, 6 is my mod. He's on Nexus. He is back to normal wind. Actually, both files are up. Both files are on Nexus. This is a shameless plug for myself. Sorry. Because you guys haven't seen him since Rimlore, and it's been quite a while. There are 2 files on there. They're the files that use Beofish's scripts and my original files. The ones that I have right now have my original files. And I have nethers. Just remember to leave him inside when you go to train with Vilkas, is all I'm going to say. Those of you that have seen it. So I created him for my Snow Elf character a while ago. You can trade with them. You could tell him to attack people. You could send him home. He lives here. You being a good boy? He breeds. Come in. I wonder how the new animations are going to treat him. He right now should be my level. Hold on, let me go into first person here. Yeah, he's level 5. Health is 76, stamina. He will surpass you in health. Get used to it. He actually becomes quite a powerhouse. He'll level right up to 200 if you play on PC. He's the same way he's ported over to Xbox One using my original scripts. So you can use him with AFT, you can use him with IFF, Tarshana's mod, for her follower framework, or the new version of AFT, I believe, because AFT was taken down and then it was put back up. But yeah, we haven't seen him since Rimlore. He's a good boy. And no Orion, so we're good. But Rumarin's up here. We're not going to talk to him. Alright, come on, 6. And sometimes he gets lost. I just fast travel to the place that I'm at sometimes and he shows up. Like I said, he killed another fox though. Another male encroaching on your territory. He's bigger than other foxes too. I set him up to be a little bit physically bigger. I don't know, you can tell. I can tell. He won't grow in size. For those of you that don't know, Beofish is doing a playthrough of a Frost Orc right now that has a Saber Cat companion who actually does grow. He's pretty freaking badass. But I love foxes, and I love this little guy. Really proud of him. What time is it? Midnight for me. So you guys got to see, oh, you didn't get to see the house yet. Sorry about that. Some of you got to see the house. The Hermit Stump. I wonder if 6 will fast travel with me. We'll check and see. Oh, he did. before he turned. Yeah, so you can see the size of him. He's a little bit bigger. He's smaller than a wolf, but trust me, once you start ranking up in level, he becomes a freaking powerhouse. And he does not affect your stealth meter. Wind, I knew you'd appreciate seeing him again. I wonder if he'll kill all the deer. You gonna come in here? You haven't been in here yet, buddy. I know, it's a different home from the last time. There he is, he's such a good boy. Alright. Can he follow? I don't know if he could follow me inside. I hear him breathing. You upstairs? You might be upstairs. He's physically in the house somewhere, but he's not showing. I can hear him breathing. Or maybe he's outside, I don't know. Yeah, there he is. Alright, so let me just make a save here. What I'll do is I'll revert back. And he'll sandbox. His sandbox radius is 1024 for those of you that understand what it is. He'll venture a little ways from you, but once you start moving, he'll quickly catch up. His speed is set a little bit higher. I bumped his speed up to 120. I think 100 is default. Alright, you gonna stay here? Good boy. Now if I go over here, you gonna stay there? Okay. There you go. See, he's a good boy. He listens. Now what if I want you to attack them, huh? You gonna follow me? The additional follower inventory is from NFF. I'm not going to use it. My regular trade with him, I think you can give him unlimited amount, but you can trade with 6. Just be careful if you have other followers. He's still considered a predator. He's still the predator class, but he uses the dog follower slot. So if anybody was curious as to how he functions like a dog, but he is still considered a predator class. So there's 2 variations of scripting. Like I said, Balefish's scripting also has a different texture. It uses Bellyache's version of the Arctic snow fox, which actually puts a brown stripe. And I was more of a fan of this is vanilla. This is the vanilla version of the snow fox. I was more of a fan of that. So I actually put this version as main file. It's version 1.0. The updated version with the alternate scripts is version 1.2. So they're both on my Nexus page. But anyway, it is almost 20 after midnight for me, guys. I am gonna go. I don't want to give away too much of the character, Gareth. Wind, what did I do? I spent about, what, 15 minutes creating him? Maybe? I'm happy with it. You know? He's still got some blood on him. That's okay. And you can see the texture job from Immersive Armors. It's kind of a little plasticky, but that's okay, too. It's not about that. It's about the play style. So for those of you guys that joined me, thank you. I'd like to thank Mr. B for the mods, and also for turning me on to the town card mods. I cannot play without that mod anymore. And like I said earlier in the stream, for those of you who don't know, go check out PC Outcast's channel. He's a fan of Couch Warrior, as are most of the people that follow him. He does a lot of Skyrim content. He's got builds. He's doing, I think, 2 different builds right now that I know of, that I've seen. For some reason, YouTube doesn't always notify me. Usually I get a 6 a.m. wake-up call when his videos go out, but definitely check his channel out. I've been following him for years, long before I even found Character Crusade. I've been subbed to PC for a long time. And all of his content is just seriously so much fun. Other than that, that's all we got. Garrett's story, I'm still writing. He's a Nord druid fighter. We'll see where it goes. Winter Sun's installed. We got a bunch of stuff going. So like I attest that first stream crash to just my system not being used to this setup. I did a little bit of testing, but 6 is in the game. Whether we start with them or not, I don't know. I don't think we are, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. That can always change. So look at him, he's just kind of hanging around, checking the place out. Love that little guy. Alright guys, I'll probably see you later on this week with Garrett, and we'll get his story going. So thank you for joining me. I will see you later. Everybody enjoy your night.